are this, they are that. But I look at the positive side and open my mind. I realize that no, it takes time for them to trust people.
Yes.
And once they trust you, whatever you need. And also, if you learn their language.
Yes.
So I learned the language. My master's was done in the German language.
Right.
So I speak perfect German, although I want to speak English with them mostly. And I've been associated with the school and academia. I was tasked by Professor Andam to start entrepreneurship.
Right.
And also industry-academia relationship, because in Germany, nobody pays fees. Whether you're foreign or not, from class 1 to PhD. Because
free education.
Yes, industry invests in academia.
Okay.
So that's what I started in KNUST. But for the purpose of discussion, I wouldn't want to go there too much. We've been able to raise a lot of money. And I always cite the shopping mall in KNUST as one of my babies.
Okay.
The Business Development Center and Incubator.
Okay.
But I was doing it because of what I learned in Germany.
Okay.
And I realized that they are friends of Ghana. Anytime you talk about Ghana, then they say, yeah, Boa, yeah, Gola.
Yes.
When it comes to football. And Fogma keep telling me, anywhere they go in international programs, Ghana and Germany sits together.
Okay.
Because of the gene.
Yeah.
So they are natural friends.
Right.
And when the president came, it told me, I was with your president. We were in Egypt.
Wow.
It's a nice president because they sit together at the UN wherever they go. So we are natural friends.
Right.
But I was tasked by Dr. Tain to bring Germany to the company.
Yes.
And I managed to bring the former German ambassador to the place, and he was so fascinated that somebody who is not that highly educated,
right?
I'm talking in terms of formal education.
Formal education.
He's been able to create employment for almost 5,000 people of diverse background.
Yes.
But we should help him. So I was tasked specifically to help the company as a consultant, and then we've worked hard over the years. We've gone on different programs. And the Germans are also happy because he imports a lot of drinks from next level, and the machines he's using for the beverages is also from Germany.
Right.
So based on that, any visitor of importance that comes to Accra, we have to make sure he comes to Angel.
Right.
And through the German government, we've been able to start a German language school at the German education complex.
Okay.
Good. Now the last on the bill is to get beer, because if you have distillery, you have soft drinks, the next obvious choice is beer.
Right.
Now, where do we bring beer? If you want to bring beer, then go to the people who drink beer. The people who produce the best of beer in the world.
Okay.
So I consulted my friend here. He's not only a politician, but also a special friend of Africa. We've gone to different places, always speaking for Ghana to get things done. And the obvious choice was Krombacher. And coincidentally, he's the MP of that area. And it's coincidental because when the German president came, I was with him. After the honor, I was with his car throughout in Kumasi, and he said, who is the best guy? So I mentioned Dr. Kuoting, that he even wants to do beer. I've done the first thing. He said, what? Beer from where? Then he said, from my country? I said, yes. Then he said, I said, Kromba. I said, yes, that is the beer. And not only that, I said, that is where my wife also comes from.
Wow.
Ralph should do whatever you can to get, and guess what God will do? After we finished with Asante, there's a video you saw.
Yes.
With me. Immediately we left with Asante and we saw Dr. Kwekuoting. So the video that people thought I was explaining German, no.
Yeah.
I was telling the German president, this is the Ghanaian German, Dr. Kwekuoting. He's the one who wants the beer. So there and then, the deal was sealed that make sure it is done.
So was it by design or coincidence?
I don't know. Maybe divine coincidence, because the German president was not supposed to meet the business people
that day.
That day.
Yes.
There was ministers and other delegations on his team who were meeting business people, including Despite.
Yes.
For upon those group.
Yes.
They were there. So when they saw us coming, they all left their meeting to meet us.
Okay.
That's why I introduced. So it was just some sheer coincidence.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Practically, this presupposes that the relationship has already been birthed, conceived. And let me welcome the politician first, Volker Klein. You have been traveling across the world. I understand you stayed in Australia for some time before you came, and you have a relationship with Africa through the German-African relationship. What's extraordinary concept or idea do you find about Ghana since your several visits?
Well, at the end of the day, it always depends on people.
Yes.
And that made the difference for me. So I met a couple of Ghanaians in Germany and noticed that there are deep personal friendships, and had been invited in a YMCA program to Ghana, and this is 30 years ago. And since then, well, I never lost this connection. Had been in Ghana maybe 30 times since then, once a year probably, and later when I became a member of our federal parliament, it was great. As Ralph already said, I led the German delegation to the Interparliamentarian Union, where all the people in the big audience of all parliaments all over the world sit according alphabet. So I always did sit next to the Ghanaian friends, which was an additional aspect of finding friends in Ghana. And when I decided not to stand again for our current parliament, I decided to make use of my time and to bring together many more Ghanaians and Germans, not just personally, but business-wise. There are huge opportunities for German companies in Ghana, but there are opportunities for Ghanaian companies in Germany as well. And I think this should be in both directions, and we should make use of all those personal friendships, political framework to, well, deepen our relationship, including our commercial relationship. And this would be a win-win situation for both people in Ghana and in Germany.
Fantastic. You've served as a member of parliament, like you said, for nearly 16 years and decided not to contest again. And having been in parliament, in politics for that several number of years, do you think it is time for this relationship, business relationship, investor relationship between Germany and Ghana to be formalized, to be a bit emphasized going forward? And what will be the purpose that this is the right time for such a relationship to be fostered?
Well, as I already said, there is a big and sound basis of personal relationships, and friendships, and shared values. And this would give us the opportunity to enlarge our economic relationship substantially. And I think there is a lot of space. And we should make use of this. The post-Cotonou contract between Europe and Africa, Caribbean, Pacific is just in place. Open borders within Africa would be even pretty much helpful. I think until now there are more on paper than really existing. This is a wish of former President John Kufuor as well. He always tried to work for open borders for people and goods in Africa. And this would be even better for the future. But just now, Ghana is a perfect hub for German companies not only to work in Ghana, but beyond in the whole region.
So this is the right time, and like he said, a big space and opportunity for Ghana, Germany to work, and even beyond the whole region. But the managing director of Krombacher, as I know, is, if not the biggest, one of the largest beer manufacturing companies in Germany. And during the Oktoberfest, large consumption of beer is from Krombacher. So the production of beer should be Karl, Otto. The name should resonate with German. So when you heard there's a Ghanaian in Ghana, Kwaku Oten, who produces beer too, were you fascinated or intrigued that somebody in Ghana also produces beer, not Henrik or Brown?
Well, thanks first of all for having the honor of being here. I really enjoy it.
You're welcome.
To put it a little bit into perspective, as you correctly said, Krombacher is not the largest group, but it's the biggest beer brand. And we are not only producing beer, but also a large variety of non-alcoholic beverages.
Right.
Actually, half of it is beer and the other half is non-alcoholic. So I'm saying this because we will not be only talking beer, we will be talking much more than only beer. Absolutely.
Right.
Non-alcoholic beers, but also non-alcoholic beverages. So there's more to it. The other thing that I wish to share with you in order to explain a little bit the context. We consciously and strategically, as a group of companies, Krombacher, decided to do our homework first in Germany and to build a large number of number one positions in different product categories before we then leave the domestic market and find new business outside. As it is much easier if you're coming from a position of strength. And reputation when you sell internationally. So I'm saying this also to hint that this is a relatively new venture for us as well, especially in Africa.
We have first in Africa.
Absolutely. There used to be a little bit trying here, trying there, but not the serious business which we are discussing today with the Angel Group of companies. So this will be the first, and I'm happy that it is Ghana, because Ghana is a little bit special among African markets as well. So yeah, we'll have a lot to talk.
Yeah, like you said, there have been several tries and hesitations, I should say, in coming to Africa, which is also a very large market. What are some of the factors that may have necessitated the try and error and hesitation?
I wouldn't call it hesitation. I would call it the right moment.
Right.
Look, there are product cycles, and there are also category cycles, and there are market cycles.
Yes.
So there's a high level of saturation among European markets, and we also see reduced growth in other parts of the world, in Northern America, even in Asia. That has been the last decade, the growth continent, so to speak. Now we are looking at Africa more because the next decade or even 2 or 3 decades belong to Africa. So that's not hesitation, it's waiting for the right moment. And I believe that the right moment has come now.
You've been here for a couple of days.
Yes.
What is making you more invested in the fact that this is the right moment? You may have decided and have the conception there in Germany that is the right moment. You've been here seeing the factories, meeting the top investors. What are some of the key things that would emphasize this belief?
The biggest driver for me would be being hungry to grow. Or I should better word it, from a consumer point of perspective, being thirsty for German beers. No, what I do see here, of course, is growing economy, amazing education. As Ralph pointed out, we had the honor to be visiting the campus in Kumasi.
It was
fantastic to see so many young people hungry for education and for jobs afterwards, and then of course for making money and consuming afterwards. And there's a growing population as well. So all the factors come together and promise a good opportunity for us.
Yes.
Not only in Ghana, but now we are in Ghana, obviously.
You took the wind out of that because it's a growing economy and large number of labor force.
Yes.
What would be the number of people that Krombacher employs in Germany, if you could estimate?
Yeah, we have a little bit more than 2,000, 3,000 people across the group of companies.
Right.
If you limit this to the brewing side, there's 1,000 people. Many of them are in sales, fortunately, because that's the key job. Production is one, but selling and marketing is the other one. So many people are in the field, in the on-trade, in the off-trade selling Krombacher. We are also regularly voted having the best sales force in place in Germany. Sometimes Coca-Cola beats us, but then Krombacher comes back. So we are definitely present. And of course, there are factors for being the number one in Germany. What the biggest and most important one, obviously, is product quality.
Product quality.
Again, everything starts with quality. If you don't have high quality, continuous, persistent, consistent quality, anything you do afterwards is pointless. You have to have high quality. But this is not enough. The second thing you need to have is a positioning. A relevant positioning that matters to consumers. And what Krombacher sets apart and makes it number one in the domestic market is the natural positioning, which again, pays into the high quality. It's all natural. I don't know if you have heard about the oldest food law in the world. That's the German purity law of 1516, the oldest food regulation in the world, to which we still stick today and which only allows us to use 4 ingredients in beer, no additives, nothing. It's just as poor as it gets. And this is also the positioning of the beer brand in Germany. And of course you need much more. You need the right pricing, you need distribution, activation, but the starting point is definitely quality.
The starting point is quality. It's exciting to know because quality is synonymous with German. Germans are known for that, and it will be also interesting to see how it goes in Ghana. But to ask before I go to Doc, will you call this stage the feasibility stage, and how advanced have these negotiations and discussions gone?
We are at a very early stage. We had excellent meetings, very promising meetings, which will continue today and onwards. We have, as I mentioned before, a large portfolio that we could consider bringing to Ghana. So we have to discuss and make conscious choices about what do we start with first across the different opportunities that we have, and go step by step. And of course, we also need to discuss in which business model we approach the marketplace, starting with import-export classically, but then eventually, and this is why that big project which Ralph pointed out, building a brewery in Ghana, of course it will eventually lead to the business model of local license production.
Fantastic. So even though it's at the initial stages, but it's still somehow advanced with the interest in that. Doc, you clearly see that they have the interest in the establishment of Krombacher or any sort of its branch in Ghana or its external company in Ghana. So far, you know the system more than they do insofar as the environment and everything is concerned. Do you think that politically, environmentally, socially, the assessments have been done? Because a lot of people will be excited, say, Yebenya, a company in Ghana, that is from Germany, that is partnering with a Ghanaian investor and for employment and other opportunities.
Yeah, I will say yes. Your boss, Kwekwote, is an amazing person. He never just dreamed. It's something he's thought of over the years. And yesterday, together with my colleagues, they took us to the site. I think it's about over 116 plots.
Acres?
Acres? No, 29 acres. 29 acres, one, but plot, in terms of plots.
Okay.
Close to 1 And I asked myself, where did he get this vision? And this is something he's conceived, and yesterday President Kufuor confirmed. I don't know. He said he called President Kufuor his father and mentor. And they've conceived this thing a long time ago. So that is the first motivation, that they've been ready all this while. And the discussion of the German president and Asante Hene, I wasn't there. It was a closed door. But what he told me before leaving Ghana is that it's all about employment. One for Ashanti region and one for Ghana. So he came to Ghana to create employment. And if you're aware, I think he placed another 70 million euro or so in the Kumasi Technical Institute. They want to rebrand our TVET system. Because we're talking about the Germany has the best, so the technical. So they are putting money there. And because of the employment, if you listen to the German ambassador's message throughout the year, it is Ghana, German, together creating wealth and employment. So politically, it has been picked up. The new government, yesterday, the Ghana Investment Promotion Center was there. I must apologize to Honorable Elizabeth Voswe Jare. She was supposed to host us, but overwhelmed by our Kufuor meetings and our President Kufuor meeting, we couldn't descend early to meet there. They are also ready. The government is fired to make sure that we're able to do this project. So politically, I think the climate is right.
Okay.
He will be staying a little bit. We have further meetings. He's leaving this evening. We have further engagement with the political system, with the embassy. And yesterday, we assembled at the ambassador's residence, investors, the politicians, the Germans, and all those who make things possible. We dined to close to 10 o'clock. And after everything, we realized that this is the right time. All parties are ready. We just have to find ways of getting the money as early as possible to start with. And this afternoon, we will seal some deals.
Okay.
We'll seal some deals to know which ones are we starting with, then what is the program line for us to also start the brewery.
Okay.
So politically, socially, it is, and for the past few days, converts have started coming to the beer. I am not a beer drinker, but there's beer zero. This is 0-0.
Yeah, some products.
So I realized that I can also join the beer family. So there is something for Obia Benyani.
Okay.
And they have some with herbs, some of their drinks. He is the best person to talk about, but there are several. If you are a diabetic, I don't know whether I have to start talking about medicine. Let me leave medicine.
Yes.
But there is something for each person, each age, each bracket. Once we assemble all the portfolio, there's nobody in Ghana going a day without Krombaha and Adonko product.
Fokma, how enthused about the whole conversations that you've had before I wrap up with you? How enthused are you about the success of the discussions you've had, and how fast will this networking and relationship commence?
Well, I hope that there will be some rapid progresses. I'm really happy with the discussion so far, and I think, including Germany, especially in Germany, we need to have a change of mindset about Ghana, about African countries, because there are too many discussions in Germany about problems in Africa and catastrophes or whatever, and people do not differentiate between hopeful and positive countries like Ghana and places with problems in Congo.
Okay.
So we have to make a difference in mindset, and the best thing is to show that there are not just friendly relationships, but economic opportunities for both sides. And I'm very happy to see that this might be a very, very practical point to see this change.
Okay, so practically we are almost there, but the birds are flocking together. Joining us, you are a former member of parliament, so there's another former member of parliament on that side. So we are politically fortified. Honorable Francisca Otin is here, and she's the daughter of Dr. Kweku Otin. I'm sure you've met her, and your communication have already been advanced. Honorable, we have been having this conversation and you've been monitoring. It looks like a very good relationship cooked in divinity already. How excited are you about Krombaha, German-Ghana relationship? Dr. Kweku Otin has been in this business for years, but to expand it to this scale with Krombaha, how have the conversations gone with you so far?
Thank you very much for the opportunity and then the privilege as well. Like you stated earlier, this conversation has been happening for some time now.
Right.
In fact, as Dr. Ralph stated earlier, Chairman, Dr. Kweku Otin, has been dreaming about this for quite a long time.
Okay.
As you know, he's somebody that when he set his mind to do something, he definitely has to make sure he achieved that.
Right.
And so he nurtured this dream more than 5 years ago.
Okay.
And took some steps. In fact, 2 years ago, he sent some of the team to Germany to meet with Kombaha. Like you said, sometimes when you have the dream, it takes a while before you can see some of these things coming into reality.
Yes.
I think they say God's time is the best, and true, this is the time that Kombaha has also visited Ghana with their team. It's been a very wonderful and fruitful discussion so far with Angel Group. One of our main motive or our main objective as a business and as a Ghanaian business owned is to be part of every household.
Yes.
So if you look at our journey as Angel Group, we have a school, so it starts from there. We have Angel Herbal, we have the school, we have the beverage side, we are into real estate, we are into mining, and then the beverages came in. And you know, when it comes to the beverages, we all have our preference.
Right.
Some will prefer alcoholic beverage, some will prefer non-alcoholic beverage.
Exactly.
And we know that Doctor is also into that. The other side of it is the brewery, which is a very huge industry to go in.
Yes.
In fact, Doctor's aim and vision is to have a 1 million hectoliter brewery here in Ghana.
1 million.
1 million hectoliter. So we are not just focusing Ghana, we are focusing Africa as a whole. And we can't do this project without consulting the big giants in the business, which is Kombaha. Apart from everything, we need their technical support because they've been in the industry for a while.
Exactly.
They know what you have to do and what you don't have to do. They know what you can do to make the business profitable, how you can, expand and all that. And that is something that we intend to tap from them. And then we have Honorable here, who is also helping us with financing. It's a very huge project. 1 million hectoliter is no joke.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can say.
An individual can.
No. It's not an easy project. And most of the time, some people feel like, oh, when you are a businessman and they say you have money, the money is lying in your room somewhere. You know, that's a perception out there, but it's not always like that. You know, you have to sell your dream and then your vision. Let people know the steps that you're taking, and then once people buy into it, you see them coming to look for you, and that is the stage in which we are. The response has been very positive, very good. And like Dr. Raff stated earlier, our engagement with the German ambassador was very fruitful. We've sealed some agreement and all that. We've met with some couple of people who have shown interest in this project. And trust me, Saddick, if this thing is done, the kind of employment that we'll create here in Ghana, that is something that I am very happy about. I mean, you and I know one of the challenges we have here as a country is employment. And we have most of our young ones traveling abroad to see greener pastures. Yesterday, former President Kufuor stated something. He said, the Westerners are coming to Africa because they know Africa is the way to go. Africa has the opportunities, and Ghana in particular is the gateway to Africa. And so he is asking that every person or every Ghanaian youth shouldn't be discouraged that, oh, I'm trying to look for a job, I'm not getting, so the next thing is for me to travel abroad. Now, the people that you are going to work for, they are coming here. So it's for us all to have a positive mindset, support Ghanaian businesses, for them to grow and employ more people within our country so that we can all strive and make Ghana a better place and Africa as a whole.
Great.
A great place.
Yes, it's looking fruitful already. But before you go, Honorable, I tend to wonder. Dr. Otin has traveled across the world to several countries, but when this idea of production of beer and non-alcoholic beverages came, he has a conglomerate of businesses. So how did he identify that Germany is my choice and I have no second or plan B? And he has stuck to that till meeting finally these two great men and their company as well.
Thank you very much. Doctor and Germany relationship started way back. And we all know when it comes to the TVET industry, when it comes to industrialization, Germany is one of the best countries to work with. recently where we started the CSD, that is the carbonated soft drink, the Angel Cola, Angel Peach, which you've helped us to market it all over the country.
Right.
We bought our machines from Germany, KHS, and it's been doing so well. It's been working for us so well. The other aspect is Adonko level.
Yes.
Which is also one of the leading energy drinks here in Ghana and then in some parts of West Africa. We also got it from Germany, and we are doing the distribution here in Ghana. One thing that is very certain is that anything that we tend to do with the Germans, it's been very positive.
Right.
The response we get even from our consumers it's been very positive.
Right.
And so the thing is, if you started something and then you are getting positive results,
yes,
the good thing is for you to push further, for you to make your relationship with them even more stronger.
Expand, of course.
Expand, of course. So that is why Chairman opted for Germany. The other aspect is Chairman himself has been to Germany a couple of times in other parts of the country. And one of the places that he always says they have authentic beer, very close to nature, very fresh, very light, and you enjoy every bit of it.
Okay.
So that was how come he was like, no, let me go for Germany. Then the next thing is that let me narrow my search down. Which company do I have this relationship with? Okay. Then of course, about 2 years ago, when he traveled to Germany and tried the Krombacher beer, I know FDA has given us some limitations, so it's difficult when you are talking about alcoholic products in the morning. Yeah. So after he tried that, he realized that no, I've tried so many products, but I think this one has a unique taste, very close to nature, very light, and then once you take it, you enjoy it. You don't feel so much tired or anything. You don't get any kind of hangover. So he felt like, no, I should go with them, with this company. So I think that is how come we settled with Krombacher. And the relationship has been very good.
Fantastic. So very soon, Krombacher and the Ghanaian partnership, we're just praying for that to happen. We have some of the products, like she said, this is non-alcoholic, obviously. These are products made by Krombacher in Germany. Absolutely. Yes, and like he said, they are the biggest there. Very soon, we may likely have an extension of Oktoberfest in Ghana with this partnership. So, briefly, if you would want to touch on just one or two, what are these products and what are they produced from? Are they ingredients that may be found in Ghana to also extend our market? If you could pick one, so we wrap up the conversation. Yeah.
I will pick one, but I'll start nevertheless telling everybody what they have all in common. These are all natural products. Natural. Yeah, so no additives, no chemical, nothing. It's all natural. Wow. And most of them are being based on a malt-based production way of doing them. Okay. And let's pick this one here because this is the closest to the mother brand, Krombacher. It's 0.0 and non-alcoholic has become an important category not only in Germany but elsewhere where I travel in the world. It's heavily growing because of people wanting to drink less and drink better, but they do not want to make choices towards unhealthy alternatives. They want to have good products with good taste, with no alcohol in it. So the non-alcoholic share of the German beer market, as an example, is between 8 and 9%. There are even markets in the world where it's higher, and it's growing. The German beer market was in decline last year. Only one category grew, and that was non-alcoholic. And I think that not only Ghana, but many places in the world carry a huge potential of growth, especially in the non-alcoholic area. So what makes this product special? It's 0.0 alcohol. It's all natural. It contains less sugar. It comes in 3 different styles. In a malty style, which I believe could be a game changer in the market here in Ghana, because it is really full-bodied and you can really taste the malt. Then we have an alternative for in Germany we say for warm days, but you have warm days every day. So that's probably an everyday product in Ghana, which is a 0.0 with lemon added. And this is the newest addition to the category, only launched in Germany 2 weeks ago. It's a 0.0 herb, which really tastes like beer. So if you drink it, you feel like you're having a regular one, but it's no sugar. And it's has very little calories.
Okay.
So I'm also, making a proposal and offering to people who want to drink something that tastes like beer.
Okay.
With less calories.
Less calories. Fantastic.
Yeah, but there's much more, as you can see.
Yes, I'm just happy that these are all natural products with no additives.
Yes.
And we will expect such products in our market. And I can assure you, you won't have any challenges with consumption. There are people who are born consumers already, and there are large numbers in Ghana. So the market will be very fantastic when this partnership takes off. So thank you very much to Honorable Francisca Otin. Thank you. You are also honorable. So thank you very much to Volkmar Klein, and to you, Oliver Brown, the Managing Director of Krombacher. But before we wrap up with the conversation, there is a presentation to be made. But of course, you have 4 products on the table, right? And in Ghana, there is a proverb that the one who prepares the soup is permitted to lick their fingers. So you are leaving this for me, right?
Definitely. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. So there is a confirmation of that. Thank you very much.
A very official one.
Official one. Thank you very much for the conversation. We do a presentation live before. So this month is Ghana month. We are celebrating our 69th independence. This is the eve, so tomorrow, like you said, is the right time, and to present to you what we feel will make you more Ghanaian, and to return, like we always say, is a country that's very hospitable. So our general manager will just make a little presentation to you live before you depart. So could you, as quickly as we can, Honorable will help, and Dr. Raf as well will help with the presentation of our special kente, traditionally woven kente to you. Oliver Brown is the Managing Director of Krombacher beer.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it looks good on you. And a special one also for our former politician, member of parliament, 16 years as a member of parliament in Germany, Volkmar Klein. Yes, and one for Raf. Yes, one for you too. Okay. He's a partial German already.
He was also a mayor.
A mayor?
Yeah.
Westphalia, right?
Yeah,
Yes, a mayor in the district of Siegen, Wittgenstein,
What?
actually home of Krombacher
Yeah,
and home of the wife of our president.
Okay. Oh, well, this is a typical politician already, a mayor and member of parliament. So, we thank you very much, and we'll be expecting you many more times in Ghana, and we hope that this cooperation and partnership takes off as soon as possible. Ghanaians are yearning. We are grateful for your visit, and the last presentation also of yes.
And of course, we have also some gifts for you coming from Krombacher.
Very nice.
Obviously, we learned not only today, but we know that having a great product is one thing, selling and promoting is the other thing. So you get some first Krombacher things that you can show to the marketplace, announcing the arrival of Krombacher.
Yes, announcing the arrival of Krombacher in Ghana.
Yes, and there's more, of course.
Yes, there is more one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We already have testers of beer for you in this house.
Okay,
you have
excellent.
no problem. We have people who will test the quality of beer when you make them. Yes, in this house. Okay, thank you very much to Oliver, to Volkmar, and also to Dr. Ralph Nyadu Addo and Honorable Francisca Otin. We are hoping to have you some more time. Angel 102.9 FM conversation na yane empenyefo ne high. Ne tia wa mu nyina ne say Germany fo bi na Dr. Koku Otin ne team akofo maba. Omo be set company a you be produce non-alcoholic beverages and alcoholic beverages. Na Germany for so there. Ade bi eye papa bia no. Omo na de ba. Enti ade a de na Ghana yate ni ti a wo mu ano no. Yate asempa. Ye jai dwumadi no. Dia aka no na afi so yatoa so the discussion segment at me abro. Well.